এই সময়। ঠিক আছে, স্টার্ট। Good morning everybody. So today I am going to take class on regulation of enzymes. So this is a very important to understand how enzymes in different metabolic pathways are regulated. At the initial classes I told you that enzymes are the key controlling molecules which helps in controlling the metabolism to make our body harmonious reactions and purposeful reactions. So now there are various mechanisms which causes the enzyme to function as per the need of the metabolism, and also different mechanisms they sometimes act on the same enzymes. This is not that only one particular mechanisms are involved in a regulation of one enzyme. Now enzyme regulations can be grossly of two types, because regulation means the activity of the enzymes. The enzymes are to help our metabolism, and that metabolism is speeded up or slowed down whenever the particular enzymes work in its optimum velocity or in a low velocity. So how the metabolic regulation does affect? Because of the enzymes are regulated, can be regulated as a result of signaling through the hormones. So this is a very important to understand. So categorically I told you the enzymes can be controlled by two ways. One, by increasing or decreasing the catalytic activity of that particular enzyme. This is very important, and these particular mechanisms are also can be termed as short-term mechanisms, which works in seconds or minutes. So these are short-term mechanism which works in seconds or minutes in a metabolic pathway to control that particular metabolic pathway, either to speed up or to slow down, and increasing or decreasing the quantity of the enzymes. The particular enzyme amount is increased so that overall activity is increased. Like if you in a particular room, and if you want to make the room more airy, you can have two options. One, to increase the fan speed by regulator or slow down. Otherwise you have to increase the number of fans. So like that enzymes can also be regulated grossly by two mechanisms, whether by increasing the catalytic activity. The same amount of enzyme can have more catalytic activity, and here the amount of the enzyme, which may be a protein commonly, is increased, so that activity is increased. So this is actually long-term mechanisms which works from hours to days. So now we are going to list up and discuss about the different mechanisms. First of all, the substrate concentration by which the enzyme's catalytic activity is regulated. কোথা থেকে যেন শুরু করব? সাবস্ট্রেট কনসেন্ট্রেশন ওটা হয়ে গেছে না? ওটা এক্সাম্পল দিইনি তো। তাহলে সাবস্ট্রেট কনসেন্ট্রেশনটাই বলি। So in case of almost all the enzymes, because substrate, you have already understood, it is a main important factors which affect the enzyme activity. The increased substrate concentration will make the enzyme velocity increased, and the lower substrate concentration makes the enzyme activity slowed down. So, all the enzymes activity are directly influenced by the available substrate concentration. In fact, in our cells, the physiological concentration of almost all the enzymes are at or near its Km value. So, automatically, whenever the substrate concentration is increased for a particular enzyme, it is automatically its activity is increased. And whenever it is slowed down, the substrate concentration goes down because converted to product, and product are taken away, either converted to another product or taken to the other compartment. So, the automatically enzymes slow down. So, this way regulation of the metabolism is always going on by the substrate concentration. A classical example is also there in case of hexokinase and glucokinase. Though they are mainly controlled by product inhibition, but the concentration of substrate like glucose, when there is high concentration, because of the higher affinity, hexokinase will work first. But when the concentration increases, the glucokinase present in the liver, hexokinase present in all the cells. So all the cells are getting glucose converted to glucose 6-phosphate and trapped in the cells. But when the substrate concentration, that means glucose concentration, is much higher, then the extra glucose is taken up by the liver. So glucokinase present only in the liver, which helps in taking the extra glucose into the liver to convert into the glycogen. So this is one of the classical example how substrate concentration influences the metabolic activity. Now, as substrate, product is also very important, which can influence the enzyme activity. Here product means we can have two products. One is the end product, some are intermediate product, and ultimately the final product. Now here, according to the mechanism, the immediate product can also have a direct influence on the enzyme activity. When product concentration is getting higher and higher, the reverse reaction is increased, so the enzymes are controlled. The classical example is glucose 6-phosphate converted from glucose by the hexokinase or glucokinase, which is also regulated by substrate concentration, but mainly it is controlled by the product inhibition. The immediate product, that means glucose 6-phosphate, inhibit the concentration, the enzyme activity of the hexokinase or glucose. Like mevalonate in the pathway of cholesterol metabolism affect the reductase, that means HMG-CoA reductase enzyme, the regulatory enzyme in the pathway of the cholesterol metabolism. So there are so many examples. The product can also influence and affect the enzyme regulation. But another example by the product is the feedback regulation, not inhibition, but the regulation. The final product in a particular pathway regulate the primary enzymes in the particular metabolic pathways, like delta aminolevulinic acid synthase is regulated by the heme. When heme concentration increases, this enzyme is inhibited. Then PRPP synthetase, pathway of uric acid pathway of nucleotide synthesis. When it is there is more nucleotides generated, accumulated in the cell, the final products, UTPs, CTPs, they ultimately inhibit or regulate the enzymes involved in the primary step of this particular pathway. That you will learn in the study of the metabolism. When you will study, you just have to remember how they are acting, how the enzymes are controlled. So primary mechanism is this, but there are other mechanisms as well, product, substrate, or some other mechanism that you have to know. Third or very common type of influences of enzyme regulation is by allosteric regulation. The allosteric, I think you have already understood what is an allosteric site. This is a site which is different from the active site of the enzyme. So allosteric molecules may be the substrate itself or something else which can bind with the other side of the enzyme and influence the activity of the enzyme, because the catalytic site can be altered to some extent, the affinity will be altered to some extent. So the allosteric regulation is one of the very, very important. There are so many allosteric molecules which can inhibit or stimulate a particular enzyme activity. The classical example, the PFK1, phosphofructokinase 1, that is, which is involved in making glucose 6-phosphate to glucose 1,6-biphosphate, and that particular PFK1 is regulated mainly by glucose 2,6-bisphosphate, which is produced from glucose 6-phosphate by the phosphofructokinase 2 enzyme. So when you will study the metabolism of that, then you will be understand how they are regulated. But there are other allosteric molecules as well for this enzyme. So that is another important mechanism. There are so many allosteric enzymes that you will be encountered in your metabolism studies. And another very common type of mechanism by which the catalytic activity is changed is a way by reversible phosphorylation or dephosphorylation of the catalytic site. The catalytic site may be phosphorylated or dephosphorylated, where the particular enzyme either it is activated or it is deactivated. Its catalytic activity may be increased or decreased. Usually the enzymes which are involved in the degradation pathway, their activity is increased by phosphorylation, like glycogen phosphorylase. The activity is increased when phosphate is bound to the active site. But usually the enzymes which are involved in the synthetic pathway, their activity is decreased when phosphate is attached, but their activity is increased when it is dephosphorylated, like glycogen synthase. So very, very common examples. Pyruvate kinase, that is another example. There are so many. So you will be able to know how these are affecting in different metabolic pathways. So these are the 4 main pathways by which the catalytic activity can be changed. This is a short-term mechanism, and there is no change in the enzyme quantity, but the activity is changed. Now we will come to discuss about some mechanism which is long-term mechanism, which works from hours to maybe for days. They are the mechanism by which the quantity of enzyme is increased or decreased, by which our overall activity of the particular metabolic pathway is increased or decreased or slowed down. Now, one is gene induction or derepression. We call it mainly derepression and repression. So this is already you have certain concept that when gene is activated, the gene produces some mRNA, and that mRNA goes to produce the particular protein. When gene is deactivated, then no mRNA is produced, no protein is synthesized. So quantity will be definitely less. So here one of the classical example is by the HMG-CoA reductase involved in the pathway of cholesterol synthesis. That is the regulatory enzyme cholesterol synthesis, and whenever the concentration of cholesterol is increased in the cell, it regulates the SREBP, serol regulatory element binding protein, that is attached to the particular site, and the particular gene is not activated. So that you will learn in details when you go through the cholesterol mechanism. So this is one of the important way by which the gene is depressed or de-repressed as per need of the metabolism. Now another very common, very important, though its mechanism works much faster, proteolytic degradation. In all the digestive enzymes almost in our metabolism digestion, they are mainly preformed enzymes or zymogens. They can suddenly increase the release of that group of enzymes whenever food is there in the stomach or intestine, like pepsinogen to pepsin, trypsinogen to trypsin. There are so many examples are there. So zymogens is a kind of way by which suddenly enzyme quantity is increased to encounter the particular amount of substrate. Next, that is also important to know, is the compartmentalization. Our body is made of different cells, different tissues, different organ systems, and all the cells have different compartments, like cytosol is in the total enclosed by the plasma membrane. Now in the plasma membrane there are certain other organelles, mitochondria, lysosomes, ribosomes. So substrates are channelized from one compartment to another compartment, and likewise from glycolysis, after that the end product acetyl-CoA by the pyruvate dehydrogenase is channelized to mitochondria. So this different compartment contains different concentration of enzymes. So accordingly the substrate which is ultimately converted to product, they are also carried out as a substrate of the next enzyme to other compartments. So this way a particular concentration of activity of the enzymes are also can be regulated. The very common example is the lysosomes. Lysozymes full of degradation enzymes. They are inside a bag, lysosome. But if by any case the membrane was not there, the whole lysosomal enzyme could have damaged the whole cell, which happens when the cell dies because of the autolysis by the release of the hydrolytic enzymes of the cell in the necrosis. That we will learn later on. So that is also another way of controlling the enzyme and regulation of the metabolism. And last but not the least is the way the isozymes are working. There are different isozymes which are tissue specific. Though their action is almost same, they act on the same substrate, converted into the same product, but they are different in physical forms are different, and they are mainly tissue specific. So whenever needed, a particular enzyme like alkaline phosphatase can be elaborated by the placenta, by the germ cells, by the bone cells, by the livers. You need not to generate all the cells for alkaline phosphatase, but you require only bone cells to have more alkaline phosphatase. So only bone cells will be elaborated. For tissue specific concentration will be increased and control the particular metabolism. So that is another way isozymes is involved in controlling the metabolism. So these are the cross mechanisms by which the enzymes are controlled in different metabolic pathways. And I have already told you that more than one mechanisms are involved in a particular regulatory pathways, and so our metabolism is purposeful and harmonious, and which helps our life to sustain. This is all for today. Kindly go through. Because of the COVID situation, though we are not being able to interact now, but whenever we will get the opportunity, we will interact, we will discuss, and I think you will continue the way you are learning by your online classes. So be safe and try to cope up with your study. I will be always help you whenever you have any difficulty. Put your questions through your CR. If you have any doubts, we will try to comply. Thank you. Thank you.